hard.
But really, I mean, it does tie into this. If the Raiders are willing to just fire their head coach, fire their GM, dare themselves to get better, an owner makes that decision. Green Bay doesn't have an owner. They don't have somebody at 1 a.m. who's going to make a move like this, right? They've got Mark Murphy, who's the president, who does have authority, but he's not an owner like a Mark Davis, like a Jerry Jones, a Terry Pagula. Pick any owner in the NFL, Shad Khan. I think fans, justifiably so, want to see some action taken, though, in Green Bay. I mean, this has been awful.
Goes back
and
to
we'll see how the rest of the season goes, but a lot of these draft picks haven't really panned out. So, I mean, there is a lot on the GM, again, that we've praised plenty on this show, and I still will, for having the guts to move on from Aaron Rodgers. However this plays out, they had to do that. But you want to see more out of those draft picks, and you want to see more out of the game plan. I mean, Matt LaFleur, if you're looking at that Shanahan coaching tree, where is that limb going? I mean, that limb is that's the one with all the rotten apples on it. That's the one that's decaying, rotting, falling. Your daughter's asking, Dad, what's wrong? What's wrong with that limb? What's going on? Oh, it's on the ground. And now we're tossing it over the fence. He ain't doing what Mike McDaniel's doing. Bobby Slowick, Kyle Shanahan. It looks like a different offense. It ain't the same. So, we'll have a story on that too later this week. But
I think we were all expecting, since Jordan Love has been sitting behind, and been in this offense, it should have looked a little bit. It shouldn't look like the Panthers on offense. Like, that's how bad Green Bay's offense looks to me sometimes, where it's just I can't figure out anything they're trying to do. And where's the talent? Panthers, to be honest, have more talent, I think, at skill positions than Green Bay has right now. Like, I don't know. It's bottom line situation, not good. Like, if you're talking about, I mean, Love the offense looks so far behind. And to your point, how is that? That's on the coach.
It's a combination.
He's not going
right.
anywhere. It looked fine with Aaron Rodgers. That offense looked just fine with Aaron Rodgers.
Did it, though? I mean, they were 4-8 at one point last year. They
Fair
finished
enough.
8-9.
The wins and losses is one thing, but Aaron Rodgers, Tyler, I'd love the honest. Is he looking around like, see, I told you guys, this is why I didn't want to be there. Like, we didn't have the talent. This coach he's not shit without me. Like, just like Drew, like, I swear it's like all these quarterbacks are realizing that they leave these teams. Like,
but he needed Devontae Adams too. Like, I think which Aaron Rodgers are we talking about? 2019, 2020.
I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers.
2022.
To me, has always been. That's fine. I'm not going to base it on wins losses. He is the most talented as we've ever watched. You've done the work on him as his personality, and it ran its course in Green Bay. It had to stop. We've talked about it. It did. It just wasn't going to go where it needed to go. I'm just thinking to myself, why would Aaron Rodgers have wanted to play in Green Bay? Like, if he was out there this year, I don't know what the difference would be. What would the difference be in Green Bay this year? I mean, it would look a little better.
If his gripe was wanting some veterans, wanting Devontae Adams to stick around, wanting an Odell Beckham,
like that's what with this group.
But if he did, then don't rake the team over the coals contractually, financially. I mean, that's what he did, and he's got every right to do it. Don't get me wrong; he does every right. He winning those MVPs to get 3 years, $150 million. Green Bay's living in that world now with all that dead cat money. They're paying the price. But if the gripe is, why would he want to be there when they're that young? It's like, well, you did have some control over that too. If you're Aaron Rodgers, you could do what Tom Brady did every year of his prime and take less money, so they go sign veterans. Like, he could have done that.
Very fair.
I'll say this though, where I underestimated the Rodgers Jets situation was that Jets defense, Garrett Wilson. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers, even as is their quarterback,
the running back,
and Breece Hall, stud,
he's special.
they would have been in the mix.
They would have been in the mix.
Contenders in the
I
AFC. I
think
mean,
we were
I was
both.
wrong. I
I
was
was
wrong about
too.
that.
I was too.
This Jets defense. I kind of thought they'd fall off a little bit. They
I
have
just
not
thought it
at
was too
all.
hard to throw Rodgers into an AFC conference like that and think they could compete against these established Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens. They could have competed. This defense, that's the difference. They are that good to keep you in every game.